everybody, welcome back to Culinary Undertaking. I'm TJ, thanks for watching. And today I'm going to show you a neat little dessert. We're going to put some cupcakes inside of an ice cream cone, and then we're going to frost them, and hopefully they come out looking like little ice cream cones, even though there's no ice cream in them. So I've skipped a step for you to start with. I've got two different cake batters here that I mixed up for you. And I don't think you need to see that. It's just boxed cake mix. You know, I just mix it up according to the directions. I got the oven preheated to 350, so you guys know how to do that. I've got a yellow cake mix, a chocolate cake mix, and then I've got 24 ice cream cones. I've got the sugar cones that kind of have the flat bottom on them. Now, once we put our batter in these cones, they're going to be top heavy, especially once the cake bakes inside of there. So I put my cones inside this container, and I don't think they'll be able to fall over. Now I'm kind of bummed out because one of the cones was smashed so bad it was worthless. I had to throw it away. And I don't know if you can tell from there, but a lot of these are pretty busted up, especially up around the top. And there's one in here. I mean, we're not going to be able to use that. I'm basically just wedging it in here to help hold the other ones up so that we don't have a mess if they get a little top heavy in here. Hopefully they'll all stand up straight because they're kind of stuck. So I would suggest you find some sort of container to put your ice cream cones in so they don't fall over. This is not a deep dish, so I'm sure you guys have something that would work. And then as far as cake batters go, use whatever flavor you want. You want to do a white cake or a strawberry cake, do whatever. These are yours. I'm just doing a basic yellow and a chocolate here. So we're going to fill each one of these up halfway to 2/3 of the way full. All right, so I've got my cake batter, I've got my cones already. I'm going to try to do this with a ladle and see how big of a mess I can make here. A funnel will probably make this a lot easier, but the one I have has kind of a small opening in it. I think the trick is to be fast instead of careful. Alright, so there's half of the chocolate. I'm not filling these three on the end because they're just too busted, so I'll do the other half with the yellow cake mix here. Alright, so there's our cones all filled up. Give it a little wiggle. Alright, now the cake mix directions say cook these 19 to 23 minutes. So that's if you're making cupcakes. And even though these are close, I'll put them in and just sort of keep an eye on them. And when they're done, we'll see how they come out. Alright, it's been about 26 minutes. I just checked these a second ago with a toothpick and it came out clean, so I'm going to take them out. And there they are. We didn't lose any, none of them fell down. They filled out nicely. I didn't have any spillovers or anything like that, so I think that came out pretty good. Now, what did I do with the leftover cake batter? I mix it together and I'm going to make myself a nice little marble cake out of it. So, now these have to sit and cool completely. Don't even attempt to frost them if they're hot, warm, lukewarm, or tepid. Let them cool all the way or your icing will just melt and you'll have a disgusting mess. So, I'm going to leave these sit here and cool. Alright, so here we are a few hours later. These are completely cold. And my little container worked pretty well. None of these fell over. They're all full, but none of them overfilled, so that was perfect. And now it's just a matter of putting some frosting on there. Luckily, I showed you guys in my last video how to make buttercream frosting. So I've got some in a little bag with a tip on it. And my goal is, since these look like ice cream cones, let's make them look like they got ice cream on them. a little something like that. So it looks pretty much like an ice cream cone. There's your little vanilla cone. Now this got the yellow cake in it, but I don't think it would matter. We can go over here and do one, the same icing with a chocolate one. Make sure you get the little pointy tip on the top like ice cream. And there's a chocolate one with some vanilla icing on top. So, to follow that up, I went and I made a batch of chocolate buttercream frosting. And now this isn't just the same as the way I showed you, just with a little bit of chocolate in there. There's a little more to it. If you guys are interested to know how that is, let me know. I can do another video on how to make the chocolate. So, not only do we have vanilla ice cream cones, but ta-da, now we have chocolate ice cream cones. Oh, would you like chocolate or vanilla? And there's no real big trick to this. I mean, I just kind of start at the bottom. I'll do another one for you. I kind of make a ring around the bottom, work my way in so that it's solid, and then just sort of slowly work your way up and tightening up your ring as you go. So one big one around the edge, fill in the middle. Now make a smaller one. And just keep going. I made my tip a little too skinny and it fell over, but in the end, once you have a bunch of these sitting around, even if you have one like that that's not, maybe quite as perfect as the others, once you have a bunch of these sitting around and they're sitting next to each other, I mean, it's ice cream. Ice cream's not always perfect either. So once they're sitting around and you got a tray of them, it just looks like ice cream cones with ice cream sitting in them. Now, if you really want to step up your baking cred, check this out. Ooh, that's right, a swirl, chocolate vanilla swirl. No one will ever know it's not ice cream till they bite into it. Now, if you don't want to take the time or make the investment into getting the piping bag and going through all that, there's nothing wrong. What's to say you take a cone, you take some of your frosting on a knife or a spatula, you give them one of those and call it a day. Kids aren't going to care one way or another. So you take that. It doesn't look as much like ice cream, but now it looks like a cupcake with a handle on the bottom, and no shame in that, right? And you take the time to make these and put some icing on it. No, I don't think anyone's going to be judging. And if they are, they don't get one. Boom, now there's sprinkles on it. No kid's gonna complain about sprinkles. Or there you go. You take some, you pile it up real high, now it looks like a hand-dipped cone. No one's gonna know the difference. And if you want to trick them even more, boom, ice cream or a cherry on top. All right, so there you have it. So there's our ice cream cones. Really just cupcakes with some frosting that we made and piped on top. It's easy. I mean, I don't have a lot of skill with using piping bags or everything. Basically, you're just squeezing the bag and making a circle to get smaller towards the top. Anyone can do it. And if you can't, just do like that. Little cherry on top, and you're done. So whether you're just going to make these for fun or a birthday party or for the kids to take to school, all sorts of uses for them. And, you know, even though I made 2 different cakes with it, you know, fill them all with the same kind of cake, you know, make one color for the top, you know, do whatever you want. But just a neat little idea that looks like ice cream that's not. So it's kind of cool. It's kind of fun. I hope you like it. I hope you give it a try. And if you do try it out, let me know how they came out and how everybody liked them. And if you like this, give me a thumbs up. I'd appreciate it. Thanks for watching. We'll see you on the next one.